Hey guys, welcome back. I'm George, I'm here with Zeebs.
And I'm Zeebs, I'm here with Jaws, and today we're going to be talking about Gold Coast.
Can you hear, like and subscribe right now? Because we got some good news about these Gold Coast champ. Because
really?
I really despise Gold Coast for giving Geelong, their extra pick and a free player who's a young 25-year-old. But whatever, fuck this Gold Coast.
Why make the rich richer, George?
Why make the rich richer, Gold Coast? And why make yourself poorer? Because you can't manage your money. Now, Gold Coast champ, besides getting rid of Bowes for free, what other significant movement have they made? I mean, they got rid of Oleg Markov.
Wow, and he's training with Collingwood, isn't he?
I think he was training with Carlton.
Carlton?
To replace Zach Williams, yeah.
Really? I thought he was playing with us.
No. Now,
anyway,
you could be right. But let's get straight into it, guys. We're going to talk Gold Coast. We're going to talk relevant players. We're talking Premos. And we love Touk, but I don't even think they got anyone in. Who did they get? Jeremy Sharp? Who else did they get? They got no one. No, who cares?
They got crap. They got Tom Berry. They got just players that weren't getting games in other... They weren't. Touk, what are you doing over there?
Touk is the best. Now, I want to talk about Touk a bit because he's the best and he's in Gold Coast and he's got the best buy. So every person we mention here is going to have the best buy, as in it's only Gold Coast and Geelong that have this buy, and it's your best 18 playing. So if you don't have Touk Miller, you need him because he's going to cover you on every other buy, and he's an uber premium. He's one of the 4 uber premiums in the game.
And he's the captain choice for pretty much all those uber premium games when you're not going to have the other captain choices before. So definitely get the Touk Miller. He's a must-get lock. Coming off a beautiful season last year.
Actually, he averaged less than he did last year. Let me tell you some stats. 2020, Touk Miller averaged 105.9 and 17 games in the COVID year. Then he played... There's 2021, he played 21 games and averaged 124.5.
That's huge.
So this year, 2022, 120.3 and 22 games. So he averaged 4 points less.
He slowed down at this. Like he obviously picked up, but he was very slow at the start of the year getting into things.
I mean, I started with Touk Miller from the start of the year, so he averaged 4 points less than what he did last year. But there is literally no reason not to pick him with that buy. If he's capable of doing 124, his ceiling is a little bit higher. I don't think it could be nowhere near as high as, say, 130. I don't think Touk Miller is capable of doing 130, 135 average. What do you think, Matty?
I think he's just a big-bodied midfielder, and he's just so goddamn good and muscly and strong. And
he just runs all day, and that's how he gets his points. He just runs the opposition off his feet. Always in the best.
So he
I remember every time he's got tagged, I got so pissed off.
Ash tagged him and just... from GWS.
I remember I was at work listening to that and I could just see it and I was just so pissed off.
Can't handle a GWS tag, but not many teams can handle a GWS tag. But besides that...
Towards the end of the year is when he really kind of ramped it up.
Hawthorn tagged him. McGuinness really made Touk look like an idiot with only 21 touches from Touk.
He got a 98 though.
21 touches. He averaged 7 less touches than normal.
Yeah, okay, but... that was that one game in like a group of 10.
Oh, he absolutely came home strong. He scored 150 so many times in the last, 3-4.
And 160.
Wow, 167s. Yeah, he's a must-get.
And 160 against Collingwood.
He loves... Every midfield loves killing Collingwood.
Yeah, because we just don't tag, and that's how football should be.
We don't tag.
Touk Miller should be in your team. If he isn't, convince me otherwise because you need him. Now, who do you got for your breakout, champ? Because I'm really curious to hear who's going to break out in the Gold Coast Suns.
Champ. Breakout. Sam Flanders.
What's he done? I've heard this stupid fucking name so many times. What's he done? Why is he going to break out?
He's done nothing much, but...
I like that Alex Davies could break out, but that's what I've been hearing.
Well, Sam Flanders, let's have a look at this more on. So Sam Flanders is $256,000. He's a midfield forward. Getting a lot more midfield time and training very well with the boys, and has had a really strong preseason. But look, this is what we hear about all of them. They're the right price to think if they're going to break out. I think a breakout price needs to be, 250 to 350-ish.
What's he going to break out to? What price do you see him being at the end of the year?
So breaking out for what his price is.
What do you see with Flanders being?
About 80, 82.
Do you think he can average 82?
I think he can, given the hype. That's what the hype's all about, champ.
What did he do last year in 2022?
Champ, he did fuck all, champ. I'm glad you asked.
He done fuck all,
He did fuck all. It's about this year. It's a new season. this is what Breakout. What did Bill Brodie do the year before? Nothing. Like
He was at Gold Coast.
he was at Gold Coast. Yeah, okay. So, but Sam Flanders is one of the high round picks. Where is that idiot? Sorry, Sam, if you're watching.
I know where he is.
Yeah, he is. So, he was one of the high round picks. He had 15 games the year before, averaged 54.9. Didn't really get much on the park. He got 9 games, got affected with some injuries, was sub-affected as well.
No, was just a late replacement.
Oh, that's just a late replacement.
Just a late inclusion. He wasn't sub-affected.
But look, bold signs, his breakout signs are just based on the hype around him and what we heard about him and how he's been training the house down and built some muscle and ready to get a bigger, more responsible role for the Gold Coast Suns.
Okay, now a real breakout. Noah Anderson.
He's already broken.
He's going to re-break.
He's broken already.
Shut the fuck up. I let you talk about Sam Flanders for fucking like 5 minutes. So shut up and let me talk about Anderson.
Noah Anderson's 550.
552.9k.
That's a premium, not a breakout.
He's going to break out again.
How?
I'll tell you if you let me fucking talk. Fuck, man. Now, Anderson, guys, in 2020, he averaged 76.6 and played 17 games. And in 2021, he got 83.6 and 20. So he's pumping up his average by 13. And last year, he averaged 104 in 21 games. I think he's going to break out again by another 8 or so points.
I don't agree with your analogy of a breakout. If someone is $550,000 fucking dollars, Geordie, that means Tom Mitchell is going to break out.
Oh, fuck yeah, he is.
Oh, Mitchell's going to break out. But
he's going to break out.
But he's proven.
But champ, I'm not going to say someone stupid like Sam Flanders to these people.
That's the whole point of a breakout. They want to find someone cheaper. Like, what's a good breakout?
No, that's the cash cows. This is a breakout. He's going to break out.
That's 550,000.
Alex Davies, if you don't like Anderson for whatever reason, because Alex Davies actually had a really good game last
You could have went with Alex Davies.
But I didn't want to because Noah Anderson's going to break out.
Noah Anderson is a premium.
Yeah, and he's going to break out to an uber premium.
That makes no sense. A breakout is someone that's going to increase their average by 20 to 30, like almost double. So, Tommy, you're an idiot. So is Fife a breakout? Is Yo a breakout?
Fife's not going to do good.
Is Sheed a breakout?
Yes. Oh, no, but that's if you believe Sheed's going to do good. But yeah, it's a breakout. If Yo's going to do good, he's going to break out. He's 300.
He's already broken out. He's been a premium. He's only effective with that price because
Cham, your definition of breakout, really, I could not.
Send it to the
I
fans.
really don't give a shit.
Do you think Noah Anderson is a breakout?
He's going to break out again.
Actually, he doesn't care. So we don't have to comment. He doesn't give a shit. He just made it clear. He doesn't give a shit.
I don't give a shit about what you think.
Okay, cool.
Guys. Noah Anderson is going to break out.
What a stupid thing.
Oh, it's better than Sam Flanders.
Sam Flanders is
who? You didn't even know what he looks like. What number is he?
Champ.
Yeah, you're just looking. You're pressing the buttons. You're trying to find it.
What number is Noah Anderson?
5. 5.
5, okay. Are you sure?
No.
You're such a dickwit. You're an idiot.
Guys, we're talking about Gold Coast. We're talking about Gold Coast. Can we just relax a bit?
Yeah, okay, I know, that's right. Well, something's got to give it a Gold Coast. Besides Touk, who else is there to talk about?
Anderson. No, don't touch.
Don't touch. He's probably Noah Anderson because it's too expensive. No, I'm joking. Don't touch. Jared Witts.
I got Jared Witts too.
Do you? Yeah, we all know. Listen, now we can agree. After bagging Noah Anderson and Breakout.
He's turning 31 this year.
31. Hey, Jordy, how old is he?
He's turning 31.
Jordy, how much is he?
Witts is younger than us. He's over 614k or something.
Jared, how much do you reckon he weighs?
Fucking 110.
140.
140
No,
kilos?
I'm joking. I don't know.
All right, guys. Now,
sorry, Jared. Don't bash me.
Jared Witts had his highest averaging number last year, 109.9. He's never averaged more than that, and he's actually never averaged over 100, let alone 109, other than last year. He's never, in his 10 years in AFL football, that's when he's averaged over 100, and it's only been last year. And you're paying the absolute premium price for Jared Witts.
But that buy round.
It's great, but 600,000 for someone who's only proven that he can score over 100 once in his 30s. Not to mention the array of games he's missed over his career. It's a do not touch every day of the week. I agree. Now, let's go on to rookies, champ, because I'm really keen to hear your rookie.
Oh, champ, it's either going to be Blakey or Berry, and they don't even fucking belong in there, Berry. They actually traded these players in So Tom Berry from Brisbane.
I like it.
Yeah. Tom
If
Berry
he gets
from-
a game, which he probably
Yeah,
won't.
probably won't. But like, if they got any potential to play games, all these traded in players, they've traded them in.
And then
Even Constable can fit in this thing. So you got Connor Blakey went from Freo, now he's Gold Coast. You got Tom Berry, went from Brisbane to Gold Coast. You got that Constable guy who's got potential. He went from Geelong to Gold Coast.
And you love your Atkins as well.
Oh, Rory Atkins went from Adelaide to Gold Coast. They just can't get a fucking game.
You know why?
Why do they trade them?
I know why. I got the answer you've been searching for.
What?
They have midfield depth. They've got a good midfield. They don't need midfielders, so they're not using these guys as midfielders. But there's shit all over the ground otherwise. But if they had midfield holes, they'd probably be getting a game.
Like, I'm just saying, like all these rookies,
Yeah,
they don't play
I agree.
them.
So they need a big injury to like a Rao.
We need all of them out.
Even Freo can't get a game in the midfield. So it's a hard midfield to break into when Touk's getting all the fucking CBAs.
Tell me about it.
Let me tell you my rookie, which is not really a rookie like yours. It's Ben King. He's a rookie price of 176k. Now, I'll tell you, I've got some good stats for you guys. He did play 22 games in 2021, okay? He averaged horribly, but in those 22 games, there was a 95, 117, and 114. Now, he's got some real shit numbers there, I'm not going to lie, but he was a 21-year-old in Gold Coast when Gold Coast was at their absolute worst. So a 21-year-old forward is always going to have low scores like 13s and one that.
Oh,
but if he's showing that he can, at 21 years of age, he can score 117 and 114 2 years later now, and in a better Gold Coast team, I think he's at least a lock for your bench, if not on the field. So he's one of my lockists of players because he's got 100 guys and you're off to the races with 300k.
Look, I was just looking through his numbers, and why you saw me giggle is because when Geordie was talking about those 117 numbers, it would be great if he could get those numbers and spike them. But when he got 117, the next week he got 22, 24, 25.
Then 114.
So he's not even going down. He's not even going up in price because when those 22 comes in,
but yeah, this was 2 years ago.
But then
forward, forwards always take longer to develop, right?
And then he got 104. I'm just telling him what I love. When he got 114, he got an 11 the next week, and a 47, and then a 80, then a 12, and a 21. So he's like, he gets a big number, fucks up 4 games, gets a big number. We want to reduce those big numbers.
Yeah, but you think Gold Coast being a better team now, and you think a younger forward getting another 2 years in the system, that's only going to raise those floors a little bit higher. And I think he's a great price.
There's big raps on him, obviously. So.
And is obviously Max King from St Kilda has shown that he can do it. I really like the pick, guys. I actually think he's one of the.
I wouldn't say lock.
He's a lock.
Oh, not for me.
He's a lock, especially if you're on the bench. At least he's definitely a lock. If he's fit round one and named,
How much is he?
175 or 176.
If there's a lot of rookies in the forward line that aren't playing at that 120,
he's in.
If that Van Rooney doesn't get a game, if that Davey doesn't get a game,
he's got potential to score 100, and now he's probably got a little bit more potential since he's older and the Gold Coast team's better. So if he's that, imagine he just strings 200s in a row, you're fucking done. Like you're going to have such an advantage over everyone else in the cash generating department.
Is that who I think? Like, let's just see their run because I feel like they've got a really bad run.
Oh well.
I feel like
I think they've got Sydney.
I think they've got Sydney, and I want to make sure because Sydney's defense is obviously unbelievable. Like, all right, let's have a look. Sees. I'm pretty sure.
So yeah, they do have a tough run, but Touk Miller's got to kick it to someone.
I'm pretty sure I saw Sydney, Essendon, Geelong, and St Kilda.
Yeah, that's 100 against Essendon, and there's 100 against St Kilda.
You think so?
Yeah.
And then he gets the 14s against. Yeah, okay.
But I think the 14s are now going to be like 25s.
Yeah. Well, look, it's only a rookie. Obviously, if he comes out in the preseason,
rookie price,
and he should. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The rookie price. If he comes out in the preseason, I wouldn't say lock. I would say if I see him getting those 20s and 30s and 40s in the preseason champ, I don't think I'll be spending that extra 70,000.
I'm going to tell you guys, he's a lock. Get him in. I will not backtrack from this statement. He is an absolute lock because if he's 2 years ago at 21, he can score 100s. 2 years later, better Gold Coast team. It can only go up.
Let's hope so.
All right, so there you have it, guys. And where do you have him on the ladder? I had him a lot higher, but then that Bowers fucking trade with their pick fucking 5.
I had him at 12th, George.
They're going down to 14th.
That's where I got my GWS. So,
Yep.
I got them 12th. I think that's fairly rated. I don't think they're going to be irrelevant.
Well, they just fucking trade out the top pick and a bounce for nothing. That does shit me. That makes me think they're going to do worse.
I kind of feel they still got the, like if...
They've got plenty of ready-made midfielders from other clubs if anyone goes down there, which they won't because Touk's so fit.
All those $120,000 ready-made players.
Can't wait. Anyway, that's it. I think that's pretty straightforward.
I think it is.
I think it's clear cut of who you should and should not get in Gold Coast. If we missed anyone, guys, let us know.
Yeah. Actually, Gold Coast will be another team that'll run watching the preseason because obviously with those Blakey's berries, they're in a lot of picked teams.
They won't even get picked.
But I'm saying they're just in a lot of picked teams like Blakey's berries and Max Kings. Obviously, we don't need to see Touk play. We know how he plays. We just marvel at his excellence.
Mm-hmm. That's right, Tookie boy.
I'd love to see Jared Witts gets injured because the next ruckman for Gold Coast is $123,000. So, Jared, break a leg and...
we'll see you soon. All right, guys, have a good one. Thanks for tuning into this Gold Coast potty. We'll catch you on the next one. Much love from us here.
Supercoach Masters. All right, guys, see ya. Dinner time.